Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we are going to learn about basic programming concepts in mobile app development. By the end of this lesson, you as a trainee will be able to understand variables and data types, apply control structures, implement basic algorithms, develop skills in debugging and troubleshooting, apply concepts in mobile development. In this lesson, we are going to cover fundamental concepts including variables, data types, and control structures. Variables. What are variables? Variables are containers for storing data values. They hold information necessary for the app's functionality. We have examples over there like integer, age 25, string, name, which stores the name John. Variables can store different types of data such as integers, strings, booleans, and many other more variables. Then you go to data types. Data types specify the type of data that a variable can store. Example of common data types, we have integers, which is abbreviated as int, floating points, numbers, which you can be abbreviated as float or double. We have text, which is usually abbreviated as string, boolean as boolean. We have arrays, objects, and many more. Control structures. We're going to start with the if statement. Control structures manage the flow of execution in a program. The if statement is used for conditional execution, and the syntax for if statement is if condition, then execute code if the condition is true. So you provide a condition, and then if that condition is met, the program will run. If the condition does not made, the program will not run. Another control structure is if-else statement. It allows the program to execute different blocks of code based on different conditions. The syntax is if a condition, then if the condition is true, a certain output will be shown. Else, if the condition is false, a different output will be seen. We have the switch statement, same under control structures. The switch statement allows a variable to be tested for equality against a list of values. It provides a cleaner way to write multiple if-else statements. It provides a cleaner way to write multiple if-else statements. The syntax is switch, then you provide a variable, case value 1. Then under that we have the code to execute if the variable equals value 1. So if that variable equals the value 1, the code will be executed. Then you have a break, then case value 2. So you provide different. This is just another if else statement, but you have a lot of conditions into it. So that allows you to provide a lot of conditions. If a statement has just 2 conditions, but a switch statement allows you to have a lot of conditions in that code. So if all the conditions are met, it will provide a certain output, and if not all the conditions are met, so down there in default you'll see that the code to execute if variable does not match in case. So there's a different code if all the conditions are not met, there's another output which will be seen. So you have loops statements or for loops. Loops are used to execute a block of code repeatedly. The for loop is commonly used when the numbers of iteration is known. So we use for loop if the number of iterations are known. The syntax is for, so you have the initialization, the code, and then the update. Then the code to execute repeatedly. So the code will run until a condition is true. So that's a loop. It continues until it finds a condition which is true. Then we have under loops we have while loops. So while loops repeats a block of code as long as a specified condition is true. The same thing as a for loop. So syntax is while condition, code to execute repeatedly. Then we have the do while loop. The do while loop is similar to the while loop, but it always executes the block of code at least once. So this one does execute the block of code once. The syntax is do, open brackets, then code to execute repeatedly, then while, then the condition. So the condition comes after the code has been executed. In conclusion, we have covered the basic programming concepts essentials for mobile app development. Understanding variables, data types, and control structures is crucial for building functional and efficient mobile applications. Thank you, and we'll meet the next lesson. Happy learning.